7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artists, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out.
Exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular. It's getting that person money. It's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, yes. And I was thinking, like,
the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
This is a Poverty ENT exclusive. Next stop, Texaco, strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah, it's time to go.
Nigga chose by another nigga, bitch. Damn, this chopper got 50 round clip. So this Molly and the syrup got me geeking, shorty. Ain't know I popped them Xannies, had them sleeping on me. Love in a hood full of hate. Pray to God that he open up them gates. Rest in peace to Freddie Gray and Lil Scooter. Putting on for our city, watch his door. Next stop, Texaco, strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we are here. Hello. Thank you to everyone that is tuning in. My name is T, the Busy Bee.
I'm Mark.
And we are, like, nah, let me stop playing. Like you all already don't know, of course, the Skylyne Foundation with Skylyne Radio Show. You can catch us live every Wednesday on Be Exposed Radio from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. You can catch us on Facebook Live, and you can catch us on YouTube Live.
We're here.
Yes,
it's
we
been
are.
hot.
Man, what? Let's start there. Not even how's the day. How has the day been? It is hot. It is hot.
It's hot. It's humid. I can't even talk. It's so hot. Yeah.
Make sure you guys stay hydrated.
Please do, because we do not need no one passing out. We don't need no health issues. Take care of yourself. Life is too short.
Right. Yes, please be careful, y'all. Be careful. Pray every time you go in the house. Pray when you step outside the house. Pray when you in your car. Like, just pray for a level of protection around everybody, because
you never know.
Yeah, man. Protection. Protect yourself as much as you can. Try to be as cautious as you can. It's getting crazy out here.
Life is too short.
But how has your week been, Mark?
I'm going through mixed emotions.
Mixed emotions.
I'm dealing with some things.
Okay.
Stop being selfish. Stop holding grudges. Life is too short. Trust me, I'm going through it.
Okay.
You never know when your time is up. You really don't. Yeah, we'll talk.
Okay. Well. You gonna ask me how my day is? I gotta ask myself how my day is. Since you just like taking the mood like from up here to like down there real quick. No bounce back. You gotta learn how to be positive about it.
How was your vacation?
Yes, y'all. I went. Okay, last week we did not have a show. We did not have a show because I was going out of town, and I went out of town. I went to Warner Robins, Georgia, with my family. I actually really enjoyed it. This was my first trip with my family in a very long time. And I say family, like both of my aunts was there, all my cousins were there, and all of my siblings were there. Like usually it's like maybe 2 or 3 or 1 or 2 of us missing, but all of us were together. It was very nice up until like the last day because they canceled our flight, and you know, that just didn't go well. But we got home. We got home at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, that's better than missing a day of work. So money was made. And I'm happy that we got home. I'm actually looking forward to it next year. Next year they're going to move the location to still be in Georgia, but it's going to be in Atlanta. I didn't get to see the Pink Museum. I mean, not the Pink Museum. The Trap Museum. I didn't get to see it, and I really, really, really wanted to see it. I was really sad, like really, really blown. But other than that, it's been good. A lot of good things have been happening. Skylyne Foundation, we are feeding the homeless on the 20th and the 21st, 20th in DC and the 21st in Baltimore. I'm actually really excited about that. I'm about to have a big donations cleanup in my house because I have donations oozing out my closet and my dad is not fond of it.
I have a lot too. And we're getting ready to move in a couple months. So, yeah. A lot going on.
Right, it's about that time.
I don't know about anyone else, but I'm ready for some fall.
Already? Wait. First off, they skipped spring.
The last 30 days, there's been about 20, 25, 90 plus degree days. I'm ready for, man, for real, forget fall. I'm ready for wintertime.
No.
It don't get that cold.
But every time you say that, and then you say that, and you be like, man, it's too cold. I need some summer heat. And then we get summer heat, and you want winter already. You just gonna run? Like, what you gonna do? Run back and forth? You're gonna die. You gonna die.
Don't say that.
No, you're not.
Don't say
that. Like of hypo and hypertension, because you're going from the summer and the winter. I know we'll talk. Like the winter and the summer, and the winter and the summer. You're going to get hot and cold and hot and cold.
It don't get cold here.
Yes,
we in the DMV.
Dog. You want to know how I know it gets cold? I know it gets cold.
You see me in a coat, something wrong.
I have a friend
I might have been outside too long. That's probably why I got a coat on. And if I have a coat on, it's probably a pea coat.
You going to let me talk?
Yeah.
You sure? I have.
What you got?
Oh, all right. I have a friend who cannot come out in the cold. Like, she has to wear, like, three layers of clothes.
She anemic?
And, yes, but she's super anemic. Like, it makes her sick to the point where she can't move, kind of.
Oh, wow.
So, she does feed the homeless with us, but that's why she didn't feed the homeless with us when it was cold. So, take that being cold seriously, you know?
Oh, I know.
Put on winter clothes and do everything you need to do to stay warm in the wintertime. But it's summertime, make sure you all stay hydrated, if anything. Stay hydrated. And if you got to stay in the house, stay in the house. But definitely stay hydrated.
Fiji.
Make sure your house has...
big bottle.
Make sure your house has air conditioning. Your car has air conditioning. Roll down the windows. Drop the top. Y'all remember, you've been about to drop the top on... I can't say the rest. But I know some of y'all remember that. Oh, my goodness. But make sure you all, stay hydrated and everything. Because it has been a little warm outside. Like, what is your perfect temperature? Like, what is your perfect weather?
No humidity. It can be in the 70s. It can be in the low mid 80s. No humidity. That's perfect. slight breeze, perfect. Just saying. Just saying. What's yours?
think mine is 76 degrees. I lie to you not. And it can be sunny. It can have a little breeze. But the breeze has to be like a 5% breeze. Like,
oh, yeah, it can't be like, you know, hold your hat because the breeze will blow it off. No, that's, if your hat's going to fly off your head, that's not a breeze. That's called windy.
Right.
Just saying. I know all about wind.
We don't need it windy. We just need breezy.
City.
There's a difference.
Huh?
Like Chris Breezy. He was breezy.
No. Cut it off right there. 5 mile an hour breeze. That's good.
Speaking of breezy, he actually just dropped a new album named Indigo. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a slight breezy fan. Named Indigo. You know, everyone tune in and listen to it. There's someone else who just dropped some new music as well.
Who?
I can't really think of them at the moment.
Uh-oh. But how you gonna drop the bomb and you don't know the name?
Because I saw it on Instagram and Facebook. So you all pay attention to those Instagrams and Facebooks and Audio Max, and you see who all dropped something. I think Black just dropped something. I don't know who else. Like, it's time for some new music. Hot Girl. Some new? Yes. You know, Megan Thee Stallion, I'm completely a fan of her. I really enjoy Megan Thee Stallion. She is the Trina of our generation. What's up? We got one
I got a question
30
for
seconds.
everyone in the DMV. Does anyone know of the girl, the girl group named Main Girl?
Nope.
Main Girl. Look them up. Shout out to Main Girl. They from the DC area. They not bad either. They young, they hot.
Where are they from?
From the DC area.
I mean, okay.
I think they're actually from DC.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong. I don't know too much about them. I've known about them for about 2 years. So what's up, DC?
Break.
Look them up. Holla at us. Let us know what they doing.
Break.
We'll be right back. Let's pay these bills. BeExposedRadio.com.
.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
You're now listening to BeExposedRadio.com. Check out this fire flashback.
We need to relearn what it is to be these bosses and how we conduct ourselves as business-minded individuals and just people in general. I let my gut, and if I call it gut or God or whatever, I'm led by that energy. I know where it comes from. I know where it's, taking me, and you have to figure out what is important to you, and don't play this game. It's a game that we've learned to play, this chess game, and life is not a chess game. Life is real, bones, flesh, blood, decisions.
Make sure you check out the Artist Exchange Show every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
proceed with caution. Tired of lane, I'm exhausted. Poppin' Zanny's and sipping out the faucet. I'm confused, don't know what I'm doing. Wait, what I'm doing? Got me going where the f I'm going. Out of space where I'm going.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know you're probably just a little bit nervous.
You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run.
Mm-hmm.
The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right.
They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have, well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the
how much you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in a negative number, that means that you're.
Then your average game you're losing
by a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, a number like negative 65, this early into the season is pretty rough.
That's horrible.
The pitching numbers pretty much support this stat right here. I mean, the team ERA is 4.70, which is 26th in the league. They have 126 walks allowed. They acquired Jared Weaver in the offseason, and he really has not panned out. He's off to one of the worst starts in any of the pitchers in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
He's 0-4 with a 6.05 ERA. In May alone, he already has 12 earned runs in May. And, another one of their pitchers, Clayton Richard, he's 2-4 with a 4.34 ERA. And, in May, he has 6 earned runs and 12 innings pitched. So they're not pitching well. And on top of that, they are also not batting well.
Right. But it kind of sucks because Manuel Margot is doing pretty good. His the past few at bats, his last.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Of course, I say that every show because that is my punchline, and I love that line. I guess it's not here yet, but she's on her way. Her name is Miss Ann Ty. She's on her way. She'll be here soon. Let's talk about this weather and the damage that this weather has caused. That's what we're about to go to. Rain, go away, like go away.
Can we have a drought?
Just for a little bit. I feel like
can we
we're
have like 30
overporous.
days with no precip? It can get cloudy, it can get breezy, the temperature can drop because if the sun ain't out, it ain't 90 plus degrees.
Right.
But yeah, the other day, for those of y'all that don't know, and there's a lot of y'all that don't know, Pratt Street from Oriole Stadium into one or two intersections past the convention center, yeah, it's closed. No, I'm sorry. From Utah Street, Pratt Street and Utah Street, Pratt Street and Howard Street, and Pratt Street to whatever the next intersection is. Packer Street. That's all shut down. Try it if you want to. They got barriers up, they got fence up. Although, I think that part of the fence was taken down, but it's still closed.
What happened?
What's that, Boston Street?
Why is it closed?
That's all shut down for a water main break, and then the ground in the tunnel per se collapsed. There were a couple workers down in there. They were injured. Don't know what the seriousness of their injuries were. We wish them all the best. Our thoughts and prayers are with them.
Yeah.
There were, last check, there were no casualties, which is a good thing. But yeah, it's a mess. There was flooding all around Raven Stadium, and whether a train was going in the tunnel or coming out of the tunnel due to the flooding, it derailed. I got off there today because, you know, I'll be doing the scooter thing now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my thing. And when I say the stench is real, it wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't so hot. But that standing water, when I say it smells like death, yeah.
Now, okay, so you want to speak on the water up here, because I don't know if you know or not, but DC was flooded. DC was flooded.
Frederick was flooded.
Completely flooded. I've never seen so much water a day in my life.
They said Frederick had the poor man's Niagara Falls.
What's a poor man's Niagara Falls?
You ever seen Niagara Falls? Pictures of it, all the waterfalls and this and that. That's what Frederick looked like at a certain area where this park is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a poor man's Niagara Falls.
I know, like, downtown was flooded. Southern Avenue was flooded. And Southern Avenue was flooded so bad, people were standing on top of their cars. So many cars got washed away in this madness. Like, y'all be safe out there. I'm glad I don't drive to work anymore, because I probably would have got caught up in it, too. That is not my life. Could you picture me floating on a boat? I mean, first off, they did have to put water rafts out for the people who were stuck. No, halfway. Yes.
I don't see you messing with water.
I can halfway swim. I can swim enough, but I cannot tread water for anything.
You can't doggy paddle?
I can doggy paddle, but I cannot tread water.
If you can doggy paddle, you can swim.
Like I panic. I be like.
That means you go faster. You'll get there quicker.
No, I panic till I want to drown. I'm not like I want to drown, but it's like I'm going to because I'm scared. Yeah, it's real bad. We're not going to talk about my antics and what we.
Not at all. Mm-mm.
And Skylyne. We not. I mean, not Skylyne, but we're not going to talk about me and my scaredness of swimming. You know, like they always say. Everyone go get some swimming lessons. That's what I'm going to go say. Everyone gets swimming lessons. Not only do you need to get swimming lessons, but you also need to make sure that you can tread water, because, you know, that's the worst part is swimming lessons and treading water. Because what if you really did get stuck out there? So what would be your plan if it was flooded? What would you do if it was flooded and you had to get out from where you at? Can you swim?
Yep, sure can. I learned how to swim when I was in 1st or 2nd grade.
So what resources, if you had to carry 3 things with you, like what resources would you bring with you? Or what resources would you use to help you get to where you gotta go?
I don't know, because I don't know what predicament I'd be. In a car?
No,
I
mean, you already out the car. See, now I gotta actually build the picture for you. All right, so you driving down the street. No, we doing this because.
Oh, we doing this?
Yeah, we doing this.
Okay.
So you driving down the street, right? And you see a whole bunch of water, and your car just gets sucked into the water. First thing you do is what? What do you do?
Roll the window down.
Roll the window down. Get out.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, we have to go on a short little break, and we will be back after these few messages. Make sure you all tune in and watch us on BeExposedRadio.com.
Stop being selfish. Stop holding grudges.
White keys only have this bitch jumping.
Okay. If I sit around, hold up. Look. If I sit around, hold up. Yeah. Rebel. Let's do it.
If I sit around, I'ma smoke some more. Wasn't even thinking about smoke before, but I'm in my head and I'm in the bed. Don't know who I am, like I'm wearing a mask. Working mode, tell them where the cash. If you wear the cash, tell them where the cash. If you playing for you, gon' run it back. Don't make promises, but I promise that. Don't promise me, cause I ain't into that. Fell in love with that and got hurt from that. That was all over and the curtains back. Can't see you not noticing that. I'm letting it go, it ain't holding me back. Yeah, I'm on dice, but ain't come for the crack. Drinking with uncle, we only do jack. How I'm alive, I thank God for that. Praying about it, things getting better. Open it up with my name on the letter. Why you crazy about it? Saying whatever, you shy to be you. You know you gotta be you. Sometimes I need privacy too. Yeah, you know I ride. You know I ride, and you know you ride for me too. Yeah, you know I. Look, you like getting that hit for real. When it's me and Murray, just us, we chill. I'm in a rush to get off to get you. Never ever had to floss to get you. Pay the dues that it cost to kiss you. Rug burns on the carpet with you.
Oh yeah. Come on, dog, throw this in there. Gotta dedicate this to the homie, alright. New Orleans, break. Say she wanna bump that. We gonna do it. Go ahead, do it. If I sit around.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Just a Bit Outside radio show.
There is one glaring stat that I read about while watching the games over the weekend. New York Yankees went 22 straight innings with at least one strikeout.
Really?
That's a major league record for the postseason.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an interesting statistic.
It is, and then when you think about it, it's like, okay, that, to me, that's like a big reason why, they're losing right now.
Far into this unknown, to find who we really are. Crash into something new, and take a break from my broken heart. Talk with the hip, tell me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, try not to say too much. Let your love come down. If you wanna rule, it's some rules you gotta live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move, don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, let's sing a song, be my radio. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that she can't get enough, show enough, she couldn't keep the feels up from me. I know she couldn't keep the feels up from me. Touching hands till we dance in the dark, show enough, she couldn't keep the feels up from me. We do whatever you like, keep the feels up from me. I know she couldn't keep the feels up from me. So let's slide, you and me alone, to find who we really are. Crash into something new. I got ballet banging up the car. crowd. If you wanna rule, there's some rules you gotta live by. Live by. Stay cool, live it cool, make a move, don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song, be my radio. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that she can't get enough, show enough, she couldn't keep it feels up from me. Oh no, she couldn't keep it feels up from me. Touching hands till we dance in the dark, show enough, she couldn't keep it feels up from me. We do whatever you like, keep it feels up from me. Oh no, she couldn't keep it feels up from me.
Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy, busy me. So anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd
on.
you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. Exactly. Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature. And I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular, it's getting that person money, it's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, yes. And I was thinking, like, you know,
The Artist Exchange Radio Show.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
So can we do multiple watch parties?
I believe you can do multiple watch parties. I must say that we are live. Hey guys, how are you all today? That live caught us so off guard.
Always
I was like,
does.
oh, we coming back, but it was a little late. Thank you for everyone that is tuning in tonight. Again, this is Be Exposed Radio. You can catch Skylyne Radio live from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We were actually just going through and depicting like your survival status and your survival kit for if it floods. Right before we got off the air, right before we went to commercial. So that's where we're going to pick back up at. We do have a guest. She's here. Just give it a minute. We'll be back, okay? And she'll be back. And she'll be on here. Anyways, so, again, I'm going back to the picture. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You driving down the street.
Yep.
What kind of car are you in?
I don't know. Probably SUV. I don't like cars.
All right, so we're in the SUV. Next thing you know, as you're driving down the street, the water just comes out of nowhere. And now the water's up to maybe like it's taking over like the two tires. Up to the front tires, like right in the middle.
If you have a foot of water, your car is not driving, it's floating.
So, But what would you do? What would be the first thing you do?
Get out the car.
I mean,
roll the window down.
So you're going to roll the window down, get out the car.
Yep.
So as the car just starts floating, the water gets more. What happens? What you going to do?
I don't know. Never been in that predicament. Is it just standing water? Is it like...
It's standing and floating
is it like
water.
Hurricane, like Ellicott City, like mountain of water just gushing?
It's water like it was on Monday.
I'm going to try to get out, and I'm going to say a prayer at the same time. No, I'm not. Let me not even lie. I don't know what I'd do.
You don't know.
You can't really ask that.
You should know. So
you can't really ask that.
Why can't you?
Well, no, you can ask.
It's supposed to be imaginative. It's supposed to be hypothetical.
You can't honestly give an honest answer because you honestly don't know what you would do in that predicament.
Yeah,
Look,
so you
what
see
would
that
you
man
do
standing on top of his car
small
and
fire in your house? What would you do if you had a small fire in your house?
Baking soda.
Would you put it out with your bare hands? Not thinking, okay, if I go in here and I get this, that, whatever, and the third and fill it with water, the fire is going to get 5 to 10 times bigger.
Mark, you took it too literal. It wasn't a literal thing. It was supposed to be funny.
I put the fire out with my hands.
There was pictures.
I did. When
you caught a fire?
Mm-hmm. I had a small house fire in the living room when my son was 3, 4. I'm gonna say 4. Both my hands had first, second, third degree burns. I was at risk of losing 3, if not 4 fingers.
Lord.
That's how severe my burns were. If you do not have any type of burn ointment, solution, lotion, whatever in your household, go get some. But if you don't, and you get some type of burn, put butter on it. Right. Ask me why. It's grease. You don't put grease on a burn. You do with butter. It stops burning and it stops hurting instantly. I took a stick of butter out of the refrigerator and it melted in my hands because my hands were hot. But it felt so good.
Okay.
Went to the emergency room. I was there for about 6-7 hours. And yeah. I looked like a boxer because my hands were all bandaged up. Except for this one and this one. I was pitiful. Yep.
Survivor kits for floods.
I'm just saying.
I bet. Survival kits for floods.
I mean, you know, you don't know what you would do in any situation unless you've actually been in that situation. Did I want to burn myself? No. Would I rather putting it out with water or a fire extinguisher? Yeah. But rationally thinking, okay, the wall's on fire, the floor's on fire, the recliner's on fire. I don't have time to go get some water or look for a fire extinguisher. I knew what a fire extinguisher was. But no, let me see what I can do before my daggone house burned down.
So you want to know what my survivor kit would be?
For a flood? Or
yes, for a flood. For a flood. The flood that happened on Monday.
I apologize. I'm not trying to get away from the whole flood thing. Yes. Tell me yours.
All right. So I need a floaty. First and foremost, I need a full body floaty.
So
not only do I need a full body floaty, in your car, but I need a life jacket. You can put it in a trunk or in the back seat.
You're in a
somewhere.
Flood.
It doesn't
you cannot
matter.
Get out,
it
walk to your trunk, open your trunk, and get out the floaty.
No,
boat,
you put it somewhere
car,
where it's...
Two different things. You're not going to drive around with a life jacket on.
But you put it somewhere where you can grab it. It has to be accessible.
Let's be honest. We're not going to say who, but we all know who. You can be in a boat and don't even have a life jacket or a floaty on. Look how many people died so far this year, and some are just started.
Mark.
I'm just saying.
Why are you killing my survival kit?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
He don't want me to have a survival kit, y'all. He doesn't believe that me and floaties and a life jacket are important in this.
Put them in your middle
kit.
console.
Like
it's big enough.
She said it's fight or flight, like shit. I
mean, hey,
I
Carter.
wasn't supposed to cuss.
It's something about that funny. S word.
It is. That's the only one we ever let just slide. So my survival kit really has to have a floaty in it, though. It has to have a floaty. It has to have snacks. It has to have a burner phone. Yeah, because I got to be able to contact someone.
Your phone's wet. It ain't working.
I just said that it's not wet and it's somewhere accessible where it's not getting. Yes. It's waterproof. The phone is waterproof.
You a mess.
Yes. And I make it, guess what? I'm going to call 911. I'm going to have my own little floaty and I'm going to just start floating and traveling in that water just because you all know for sure I can halfway swim. I cannot tread water because I panic too easily. But I can swim.
Now,
so what I'm going to do...
That's in standing water. What if the water is gushing like
I still get that life jacket and that floaty.
That ain't going to do nothing for you because that's raging water.
Yes, it does. It does it when you go whitewater rafting.
I'm going to act like she ain't say that.
Why not?
Because a flood, there's obstacles in floods with raging water. There's not in when you go inner tubing.
Thank you, Tyler, for agreeing with me.
Tyler
agreed.
Tyler, don't do that. Don't do that.
She said it was smart.
Keep it real. 100. Not 99, 98. 100.
Oh, we're almost there.
Almost.
So that's a floaty. It's a life jacket. I need a burner phone. I would say I need snacks because you don't know how long you're going to get stuck. Right. Like if it's rushing water, I need to have, like what if it's,
right now.
Why not? You can't have a snack or two?
And a flood show.
Okay. I'll give you that.
A flood.
But for real.
A fire. A tsunami. Well, that's a flood. But just like a fire, you going down this road, that road, or make the wrong turn, and boom, you're surrounded by fire. Of course, your natural instinct is gonna be go back the way you came in, so you can get out of it. But you don't know how fast
you got to move fast.
You know what I mean? Avalanche.
You know what I was thinking about today on the way here? You remember 2 years ago when it was black ice near Washington Boulevard and all those cars just got in a car accident after
right after I broke my
ankle
and Shorty said cancel it because it ain't worth your health. If you can't take care of yourself, how you going to take care of them? Yep, I remember. What's up, Shorty?
Hey, Shorty. But like, that's what I was thinking about today. Like, how would you have survived if that was... like if that was like the black ice, like what would you have done? Because a lot of people jumped out of their cars, which means they got hurt too. But I mean, I guess they didn't have a choice.
Jumping out of my car.
I ain't crashing and just crashing.
If it's icy, first of all, I'm not going that fast. Second of all, I'm not traveling over no bridge unless I have to.
But Washington Boulevard, that wasn't...
It's a bridge.
It wasn't at a bridge though.
It's a bridge.
Oh, it was at the bridge because the
you.
Bridge fell and then the person they blew up too. I mean, they didn't blow up.
The bridge didn't fall. The tanker fell over the side of the bridge and exploded.
Yeah.
Shorty was there. What's up, Shorty? Shorty opened up his grill. He took the food out and he cooked the food for first responders. That's why Shorty is the man who he is. Because he's not selfish.
Hey, that is great. And you guys, it's about that time again that we are going to break. You better catch us in about
minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
BigExposedRadio.com. Skylyne.
I was about to say on Big Exposed Radio.
Like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be a man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like, yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. Feel me? So no matter what you up to, just go hard. Don't matter. Can you imagine how really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet of water and bread. No father figure, that's cause my father dead. Mom's bringing different niggas in and out the crib. No money, so you seen this less than all your friends. But it a joke because your mother was a crackhead. Older sister hoeing off, giving all her homies head. I could wait for your response, but they love to hear me talk, so I just wait for the applause. I always knew that I was great, I got them haters so appalled. I'ma make it out the darkness, and my word is my bond. Delivering these bars while I'm gripping on my balls. Jealous niggas hate to see you succeed, so fuck them all. I'm the master of my destiny, nigga, you not in charge. You either on your grind or in the way, so get lost. Be a man of everything you say you stand for. Lead your people by example, being hands-on. If you're back against the wall, then get your mash on. Fix your vision on the future like it's fast forward. The world is yours in due time, ain't gotta ask for it. I'm from the school of hard knocks, I took a crash course. Shit be stressful, my nigga, that's why I'm getting high. But that's life, and it's the code that I live by. And you know how it is where we at, nigga. They say money can't buy happiness, but I be happy as a bitch when I can have dinner. Learn from your losses or you end up like the last nigga. I fall off, I bounce back, I really come from the dirt. But if you wanna make it happen, gotta put in the work. The world will kick you when you down, and I know this shit hurt. And it's crazy cause your family, your shit on you first. My sister stabbed me in my chest, I had a hole in my shirt. I never said a prayer for her on my way to the hearse. I died twice that night, man, I'm just happy to be here. And shit like that is the reason I never be scared. Was drifting through the smoke in the field, I couldn't see clear.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
My name is T the Busy Bee.
I'm Mark.
And we finally have our guest. She's here. I am so excited. And her name is?
Anti.
Hi, Miss Anti.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing good. Now I'm here. I feel much better.
Anxiety was like,
it's been a long time trying to get her here. It's been since wintertime. It's middle of summer now.
When was she supposed to be on the show before?
Today's Career Women.
Oh, wow.
The snowstorm when we postponed our show.
Oh, okay.
One of those.
See, well, we did good. We did good because we brought both of our guests from that show in particular on the show. Yeah. We got them on the show still. We kept up with them. That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that I'm here and able to participate. And hello, Baltimore. Hello, Ellicott City.
Ellicott City, Howard County.
So, how is your day? I won't even start with like the interview just yet, but how's your day? How's everything been?
Today is not so bad. I have a meeting, I have a lunch and learn that I attend this morning, and I have to, I left a little bit early because I need to go to DMV.
Oh,
and that's where all the time is gone.
Yeah. I don't even want to hear about the trip to the DMV.
Yeah.
The next time I show my face, I know I'm going to have to pay a lot of money. So I've been trying to stay away and make sure I keep up with everything so that doesn't happen to me.
Yep, exactly.
Yes. Yep. Would you like to actually introduce yourself and tell everyone who you are and what you've been doing?
Sure. My name is Ann Tai, and I am an associate broker for one independent company in Falls Church, Virginia, and it's Westgate Realty Group. I am licensed in Virginia, DC, and Maryland. Besides being a realtor, I involved with several different associations, and I try to do a lot of things and give back to the community whenever I'm able to. So I've been in the real estate business since 2002, started out part-time, then moved into full-time in 2004. And I've been ever since then.
You've been busy.
So what made you move into doing it full-time in 2004? Because 2 years in real estate that's kind of like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, how I start and how I get into the real estate is pretty kind of a funny story. I'm going to just do a quick short story of that. I have a friend who do like a card reading type, and she did one of my reading, and she's like, why don't you just do real estate? I'm like, why? I don't know anything about real estate, and I don't know if I'm able to, network with people, and how is that going to be? Because, at the time I have a good full-time job. So, and that was like a few years prior to 2002, and then finally I said, okay, maybe I just go ahead and do it part-time, just for fun, and learn the industry a little bit. So, so I started part-time in 2002. When 2004 come along, the market was getting so crazy. Everybody, the rate was low. Well, it started out with the crash of the stock and all that stuff.
Yeah, the crash of the stocks, and then that led to the mortgage.
Yep. And
yeah, I know all about it. I'm a business major. Okay, so that was something I had to learn about. I'm sorry.
So anyway, so 2004, the demand started to get so crazy, and I couldn't do both. I cannot do my full-time job and also taking care of real estate full-time. So I decided that, okay, maybe I would take a leap, take a chance, jump into real estate and see how that goes. So that's when I moved into be full-time builder, and ever since then I just stay on and until now.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited. My mother's a realtor as well, so it's kind of like parallel. Like I like hearing about everyone's story as a realtor because I know it takes a lot of work.
Oh yeah, it does. It's have a lot of up and down, but the end result, when you see happy home buyers or the happy home sellers, you know that you did your job, good job, help the home buyer to able to buy a home, and especially the first-time home buyers, they are so excited and they are so happy when they receive the key to their home. You feel really good. You feel the so warm inside, and a lot of them really appreciate what you did for them. So
yes. All right, guys, so it's almost that time. It's a little different right now because it's like that time is moving. Oh, I still have another minute. Never mind. Let me not speed up the process. Where did you start with your real estate? You said that you were licensed in Virginia, D.C., and Maryland, but where did you start the first time?
It was in Virginia.
It was in Virginia?
Yeah. I started my license in Virginia for a couple of years, and then I was like, well, since Maryland, D.C. is not that far away, might as well go ahead and get the license. So that way, you never know which client you're going to have for which area. So just might as well go ahead and take care of all of that.
Okay. And have you had any, what's the furthest you ever gone to, sell a house or to show a house? I must ask.
Aberdeen.
Aberdeen?
Wow.
Aberdeen, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I did. The first time I went that way, and I saw the sign on the highway say, so many more miles before you get to Delaware or something. I'm like, did I go through the right way? Yeah, so that's the fun part is, yeah.
All right. Okay, guys, we have gotten closer to that time. I'm sorry, the first time I was a little rushy. This time I am not. We are about to go on break once again. Make sure you tune in and watch us live on BeExposedRadio.com.
Skylyne.
Use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bathwater to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/therightseat. That's safercar.gov/therightseat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet. Fingerling. Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey.
We're here.
And we are here. Of course, we're having off-scene conversations because that's what we actually do.
Now, we normally don't do this on the air. Water, agua, H2O, it's hot outside. Drink some.
PSA.
Don't pass out. Don't have no health issues because of the heat and you didn't want to have no water. This is your best friend right here. And it's good.
True. Right.
True. So true.
Trying to tell you.
Whenever you take your artists, whenever you take your clients out to different homes and stuff, do you bring different items with you, like maybe some water or like a snack or something?
Yeah, I have water and maybe little snack. Sometimes I don't have time to stop and get anything to eat. So yeah, I'm like a junkie. Snack all the time. You know, all the bad one for you, potato chips or.
Right.
But sometimes I try to be good, but sometimes it's just like easy.
And what's the most homes you've actually showed in a day?
Sometimes you can have maybe 2, depending on how many homes the client want to see. You know, they want to see a lot, and sometimes you have to cut it down because you said if you see like more than 5 in a day, you're not going to remember which is which anymore.
Right.
And then you're going to get confused. So you try to break it down and then say, okay, we can see 5 today and maybe 5 tomorrow or another day that you have time. So,
right.
Yeah.
Right. My mom, again, I say because my mom was a real estate agent. Before she became a real estate agent, one thing she would do, which made her fall in love with real estate, is that she would go to houses and go look at houses. This is like after we already done moved in. Like, we just bought a new house. She would just still go look at houses. Like, she would love the houses. It was 5 of us, so we always, like, went in the house. And she was like, okay, guys, go pick your room. And all of us take off and we pick a room. And we're like, we're staying in this room. Like, we actually live there. And it was like, I think that's, for me, like, that's part of, like, the experience of real estate, especially if your client has, like, children and, like, seeing how they react. And,
Yeah.
Mommy, I like this one, you know?
Yeah. It is fun to go see homes, especially the new home where they're staging it. They make you want to buy that home, you know, because they did such a good job of staging the home. So you're like, wow, I want this home, you know. And a lot of times the client doesn't realize what you saw at the model home is not what you get, because you get a vacant, empty home, you know. So
right.
But they do such a good job, and yeah, I love to see a lot of different property, because people have different taste, and then sometimes you'd be like, wow, they did an awesome job, and sometimes you're like, why they spend all that money and it doesn't look good, nice at all. Yeah. So, but it's part of the job, and you kind of want to know that. So when the client asks you for some ideas, so you can kind of like get an idea to help them.
Okay, let's questions. Give me 1 second. Another question for you, of course.
Okay.
In your bio, it says that you are the grant manager for a nonprofit organization. Would you like to tell everyone what your nonprofit is about?
Oh, that one was for, it's called the Institute for Women Research. So, Institute for Women Policy Research. So, they did a lot policy research to help, you know, women in poverty, childcare, anything to help woman to do a better job for herself.
Okay.
And then so they get, you know, different foundation that the grant manager will write up the grant request for that, and then what I do is I will allocate, you know, what percentage to go to the admin, what percentage will go to the project, and things like that. Yeah.
That's cool. That's like really cool. We need her. Can she join Skylyne?
Yep, she sure
Is that
can.
why you made that noise?
No,
Oh.
that was me breathing.
I was like, why are you breathing so hard? I really was. I was like, what's going
Deep breath.
on over here?
Gotta catch it.
So I like that. Like,
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's nice because you know, when you know it's a good purpose, and so many things that, you know, women is not have a lot of benefits and lack of. So when you do something like that, is help you know, us as a female to get a better understanding and better educate themselves.
yeah, yeah. Have you ever gotten like attached to someone who came through the program or anything? Or do you find yourself like not as attached?
Not as attached, because you know, you want to able to have a clear mind to help everybody. But sometimes, you know, you hear story about different people, you really feel bad for them, and you really want to go out of your way to help them. Yeah.
But sometimes it's like, I can only do but so much.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you have to only do but so much. I used to work at a school for second chance at-risk youth.
Okay.
DC.
Okay.
So I learned the you can only do but so much mentality. I had to learn it because I always wanted to like super extend my arms out to them, and you know, I did overextend myself, actually. I can say that, you know, that I overextended myself. But at the same time, it was an experience, and I still run into those students today, and they're like, TT, how have you been? And blah, 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 blah. And I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and are you okay? Like, it's just, it still is that same feelings as if we're still in school.
Yeah, and then if you hear, you know, they able to overcome certain things or be successful at certain things, you feel good. You know, like, okay, I at least I did something right to help them to see, you know, better for their future.
Yeah. That's actually, I think that's like part of my goal just as a person.
Yeah.
Like, make that goal, guys. Everyone needs to have a goal as a person to be happy when you're helping someone else.
That's right.
That's what it came down to.
Yeah.
So, what has been the biggest accomplishment in your career thus far?
I have one client who, this is in Virginia, and she had to go through the Virginia State Housing Development, VHDA, to apply for loan. And you know, anytime you go to get a grant for any type of special funding through state, there's a lot of paperwork. And then once you get that, you find something, you submit an offer. Sometimes seller will not accept it because they don't want to wait. You know, they don't want to deal with anything outside of normal 30 days or 45 days. But I was able to connect her with the right loan officer who know exactly what the program need, and go through all the hurdle and able to convince the seller to accept our offer. And then finally, you know, she got it. She has the home, and she was so appreciated, you know, of my my help. But I said that's part of my job.
Yeah,
you know?
it's the passion behind it.
Yeah, yeah.
You always got to have passion, especially being an entrepreneur and you know, keeping that money flowing and everything. It does come with passion.
Yep.
And passion and focus. I can go with that.
Yeah, I'm, you know, once I become a realtor, I didn't realize how much passion that I have for the field. You know, I just like love to see people happy and smiling and really truly, and then, you know, make you feel so good when they like, oh my God, I thank you so much for your help and things like that. You know, so.
That's good. Mark, do you want to ask a question?
How do you see yourself giving back to the community?
I try to volunteer a lot, and you know, if there's something that I'm able to do, different association that I belong to, we have a day that called community outreach. So we try to sign up and volunteer and help and try to give back as much as we can. So, you know, whatever that I have time to do, I definitely do it.
I was surely about to ask you about this time and this schedule. How many organizations are you actually fulfilled? I mean, is it fulfilled? It's not fulfilled.
Are you involved in it?
Yes, thank you. I don't know where fulfilled came from.
Beside my local association where, you know, we have to be part of, I have right now three. Three, and
schedules be tight.
Yeah, it's crazy because, you know, they like one of the association. I'm the chair for the Vietnamese Realtor Forum. So we put on, you know, the education topic of it. Luckily that we only do it for 4 times a year. And then, you know, beginning of the year, we plan for the rest of the year. So that's kind of like take away a little bit of the busyness of it. The other one is called the Asian Real Estate Association of America, but even though it's the Asian, but we are a diversified group. We have a chapter here in DC area, DC metro area, and I was the past president for them, and then now I'm the chair for event planning. So I just love doing it.
You're an event planner too? Did you all hear that, guys? She's a real estate agent. She serves on 3 organizations, and she's an event planner.
She got 5 jobs.
Right. All these streams of
She up there with us.
But what made you become an event planner? I like running into event planners. I think they're like so cool because their mind just, I'm sorry, answer the question.
I run into it by accident. Few years, like maybe 6 years ago, I planned a wedding for one of my sister friend, and at the time my ex-boyfriend, he know a lot of different hotels and things like that. So I was like, you know what, I like to plan, and you know, hotels where we can get the discount for the client. And then, you know, just from there, you sit down, you talk to the client, you talk to see what type of wedding they want to have, the budget and everything else, and you just like, from there you just explore out and find vendors that they're looking for, you know, the caterer or anything that they need. And it's a lot of details, a lot of work, but it's also fun.
How many weddings have you? Are weddings the only kind of?
No, I do. I do a special event, and then like for my chapter here, I do event planning. That we do lunch and learn, we do happy hours, we do different type of tours and things like that. So yeah, that's what I told my board. Like, you can take anything away from me, but you cannot take this.
Right. And so for event planning, I have to do this because this what keeps me grounded and having fun. Yeah. I actually am helping my friend plan a wedding.
Okay.
Isn't this so cool? Like,
but you want to be an event planner.
No, I don't want to be an event planner. I don't want to be an event planner because it takes a lot of work.
It does.
And just with her and the way that she's planning her wedding, she doesn't have like a wedding planner. You know how usually people go and get one. She's doing it all herself. So I've seen it like literally from scratch into what is now. And no, I'm not doing that. Big ups. Congratulations and thank you. And I appreciate you, Jamie, for doing it. That is the biggest goal of life. And I don't know if I will ever be able to plan my own wedding. I know what I want, but she literally planned her own wedding and she's doing it. And I am a part of the process, I am. But it's very, it's like mind-blowing almost.
It's not so bad. It just got a lot of detail, and then as the time get closer, the bride-to-be get a little bit more nervous and stressed out, and because she got so much stuff in her mind. But other than that, if you can help her, that'd be awesome because she got some help.
Right.
Otherwise,
you learn something.
All right, guys, we are finished with this segment and we're about to go on break. Once again, make sure you guys tune in and stay tuned for the rest of the show. We are not finished. The show is not over until 9 o'clock, and we will see you soon on BeExposedRadio.com.
Skylyne. Stop being selfish.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'ma show these niggas what to do with one of your beats, man. I am Gas, by the way. Strong woman story should have been on CNN. Nobody knows what it's like being Gwen. Windows closed in the house, it ain't no CNN. Can't gain weight for years, she been being thin. Single mother, no help from the system. When they was giving out food stamps, she missed them. Birth certificate, baby daddy, she couldn't list them. But her son was so beautiful when she kissed him. Blame it on love, but nigga she could've died with. Destroyed the whole world and found out she was a side chick. The nigga loved his wife and it got hard to hide it. So when Gwen confronted him, he ain't even denied it. Her fault, depends on who you asking. She tried to be a stripper, but the tip out was taxing. Buying all the purses, trying to keep up with the fashion. And her mama hated babysitting with a passion. She deserved better circumstances.
Exposed Radio.
Well, if you made them, take care of them.
Yeah, that's
period.
The real. Right. That's the real deal.
It's period.
Right. And all that old money shouldn't go toward this, money should go to, if the child is with one of the parents 24/7, 7 days a week, you don't even come get your child every day. You come get your child once a month maybe, or once every 3 months.
Right.
You cannot dictate where that money goes, especially if the child ain't calling you about nothing. Now, if the child calling you every week, then you can question about where the child support is going. But if every time you pick up the child, they look nice, they ain't complaining about nothing, why are you worrying about where the money go at?
It is what it is. Radio show.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we're back. Just like that.
Just like that.
Are we back?
Yes, we are.
What's up, everybody?
What's your name? Sagna.
What your name is?
Okay. We were actually having conversation, of course, because that's what we do. We always got to have more conversation because that's what we do. It was actually really good. We were talking about, like, making it to the top and falling mental health-wise. So does this real estate, does it stress you out at all? Because that's actually a very good question.
It does give you stress because, first of all, you spend time with your client, show them home, find a home, put in a contract, and you don't get paid until everything is done. You never know, you're still working right after the contract is up, that you're still working because you're working with the loan officer, you're making sure the home inspection is good, blah, 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 blah. If anything happened during the time, you spend 30, 40 days, whatever, things fall apart, you don't get paid.
You don't get paid.
Yep, you don't get paid at all.
And now you upset. We can't say the other word.
Speaking of 40 days, what has been, I see here also that you spoke on a radio show related to the topic of the Home Alternative Modification Program, i.e. short sales and foreclosures. What has been the shortest amount of time that you actually sold a house?
During the 2007 to 2011 or 12, short sale, the earliest or the soonest that you can get it done is 45 days, but a lot of time is about 60 days. And then sometime you submit offer in and all that, and then the bank have their own investor who will take a look at the offer, and they do their own calculation, whatever, and they see if it's not such a bad deal or a bad offer, they will approve it. But then sometimes you have the case where the seller might have the first and the second. The first approved, the second doesn't approve. That's where you get a headache. And then that's where everything fall apart. Because
you have to start all over once again.
And then the homeowner lost the home due to foreclosure, because of the two lender doesn't agree. One agree, one is not, and no matter what you try to do, they don't accept it. That's it, it's done.
What's the longest it ever took you to sell a property?
Regular or through short sale? Regular.
Both.
Oh, okay. Short sale now these days is not so bad, but before it can take up to 90 days.
Oh, that ain't bad.
It is bad.
It's bad because
it's bad by the day.
Like 6 months, a year.
No, for real estate, it's different, and it's different because the amount of days that you put in, the extension, like the consistency, and it becomes long. It's a long process.
Yeah, a lot.
It's something that you really have to be passionate about, because it's not just like finding the property. It's like finding the client. Okay, getting the client. They tell you what they're looking for. Now you have to find properties that are in their price range with the amenities that they want.
Yep.
Right.
Again, I told you my mom's a real estate agent.
Yeah,
I
no,
see
you're
her
right.
every time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then you got to send it to them. Then you got to hope they find something that they like from that list.
Yeah.
That's the first hope.
Yeah. And sometimes, they like it. Like today's market is very competitive. If a home in the price range that is kind of affordable, you have multiple offers. And then sometimes you win the offer, sometimes you don't, and then you have to start all over again. Yeah. So it's just crazy. It's very unpredictable.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you, I personally like real estate, of course. I keep saying that. Let me ask you another question.
No.
If you could switch lives with someone for a day, who would you choose?
My father. I was not inherit his talent. He's an artist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can imagine something in my head, a picture of whatever, but when I start to, it doesn't come out like that at all. But, he's very talented for what he does, and then he's a very good businessman.
Okay.
So I think I was lucky enough that I got a little bit of his business side of it. Yeah, so I wish I learned more from him. When you realize all the things that, your dad or your mom is good at, it's kind of like too late. After they pass away, that's when you start like, oh, why didn't I follow them? But yeah, my dad.
Why didn't you do something different?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's good. What kind of, you said he's an artist, so he does paintings or he does oils?
His is called lacquer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's a lot more work into it, and the paint of it doesn't smell good at all. And then it can, if you got skin sensitive or things like that, you can get allergic from it. Just the scent of it. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's beautiful once everything is done. It takes a lot of different process to get it done. But yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, you know what's about to happen. We're about to go on break again because we have bills to pay. So whenever those bills are finished being paid, you will see us again, all right?
27.
Oh, I did it again.
See?
All right, so I think my numbers are wrong on this paper. What y'all don't know is that I'm following a paper right here, okay? And this paper has certain times, and I'm following the times that's on here because that's my second time that I did that. So I don't want anyone to think like I'm crazy or something, like I can't tell time. I'm not. I just don't have the right times on here. So I'm going to fix this so that I do have the right times on here.
Bloopers.
Right, all the bloopers, all the bloopers, all the bloopers. What has been the biggest house that you sold? Like how many bedrooms? Not the price, that's scary. But how many, like the bedrooms, the mansions, like what did it look like? Oh my goodness. You probably have to put the price out there too.
Might as well.
Well, I did sell, I sold a condo in Reston for 1.5, and it's a kind of penthouse. Yeah, it's kind of like pretty nice. And
all right, guys.
Why you, I said to myself, I don't say to the client, why you spend this money for a condo? This how money you can buy a house.
Right.
But, people like different things and whatever.
Was it like glass at the top of a building?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the penthouse, yeah.
Okay. That's what I would expect. It's at the super top, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what a penthouse is, guys. It's the house that's on top of the condos that's all the way at the top. Because I didn't know what a penthouse was. I just pictured it having glass windows and being at the top of the building. Like literally. That's why I was like, it has glass windows.
Yeah, yeah.
That's actually cool. I think one of the things that I know that I want to do, I want to buy a condo or a townhouse before I actually move into my own house in order to flip it and make some money up off of it.
Yeah. It's always good to have start a home until you get married or you're ready to buy a bigger place, and you can keep that home that you have and rent it out. That's your rental income.
All right. So guys, now we have officially made it to the 27th mark, in which of the time that we're actually supposed to go on break. So I will see you guys when we get back on BeExposedRadio.com.
Skylyne.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run. The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right.
They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game. That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm gonna talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have, well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the
how much you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in a negative number, that means that you're.
Then your average game you're losing
by a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, a number like negative 65, this early in the season is pretty rough.
That's horrible.
The pitching numbers pretty much support this stat right here. I mean, the team ERA is 4.70, which is 26th in the league. They have 126 walks allowed. They acquired Jared Weaver in the offseason, and he really has not panned out. He's off to one of the worst starts in any of the pitchers in 2017. He's 0-4 with a 6.05 ERA. In May.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're already here.
We're here. We're back. Skylyne Radio Show. You know how we do. We always get caught coming back. Sometimes we try to leave early, but we always come back late. Y'all catch us before we catch y'all.
Right.
So, Miss Ann.
Yes, sir.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What advice do you have as what? What advice do you have for an entrepreneur that's trying to break into your industry?
It's not that hard, but first of all, you need to take real estate class to get your license. You do need to and be able to adjust to different people, because everybody have different personalities. Some very good, some you have to handheld.
Right.
You have to have that patience. Always learning. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing it. Learn. And if somebody asks you a question and you don't know, don't just give out answer, because that's bad.
Right.
Make you look. Just tell
like
them
you don't
that
know what you're doing.
Let me find out the information. I get back to you.
Right.
Because people will find out if you give them.
Oh yeah. It's a small world, and you don't know who knows who.
Yep, exactly.
Trying to tell you.
Yeah.
What hurdles have you personally faced, and how did you overcome them?
When I first started doing the real estate, I did not know, a lot of different loan officer and things like that. So somebody referred me to one where he said he can do loan, doesn't matter how much it is and all that. So you trusted the person, because somebody referred you to. He ended up killed the transaction, because he couldn't do the loan. So the seller didn't want to sell anymore. The buyer ended up lost the deposit. You get caught in the middle.
Right.
And it doesn't matter if it's your fault or not, but you're the one who referred them. So they still look at you like this is your problem, this is your fault. But from that experience, I learned You know, a lot of time I have to really get to know the person, especially if that's somebody that I do business with for the first time. You know, you always learn something from the experience. That's when you start to get, you know, better to work with the client or anybody else. Yeah.
Everything you do, you should learn something. No matter how major, how minor, you should always learn something. Is there anything you wish you would have done differently that you decided against?
Differently, probably not. Maybe start sooner than later.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, you know, just want to always educate to better myself. And anytime there's some major problem happen or you listen to other people's story, you take that so you can keep that in mind so you can try to avoid it. So I just continue to do it because I'm passionate about real estate and helping people. I don't think I will change or do anything different.
You're not gonna change? Don't change.
Change better, not change more.
Don't change.
Right.
Keep it real. Don't change.
Change better.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try this one on for size. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
If I don't do real estate, and why?
And why?
If I don't do real estate anymore, I probably will explore more to do event planning, because that's another one that I enjoy doing. You know, when you create an event and everybody come and happy and have good time, again, you know that you did a good job.
Right.
You know, you cannot please everybody, but you get 90% people happy. That's a perfect sport for me.
Yep, I agree with you there. You can't please them all.
Right. So what you can do is at least try.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do is try.
Exactly.
Right. I'm actually in the middle of planning my birthday party.
Oh, okay. When is it?
September 27th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm actually doing that. Me and my sister are doing it ourselves. Oh no, she's actually hiring an event planner.
Okay.
But like most of it we did ourselves.
Okay.
But she wants extravagant. I'm doing extravagant. So,
okay, nothing wrong with that.
Like, okay, we can do this. Okay, we can do that. Hey, can we play this game? You know, but I'm letting her. Okay. Like that's one thing you can say about event planning is that when you really get into it, you're really into it. And then next thing you know, it's like, oh my God, we can do this, and we can do that, and we can do this, and then we can do that.
Yep, exactly.
That's what I like. That's what that I actually do low key. Like kind of event planning. I like coming up with ideas and trying to implement them into making it work.
Yep.
And seeing how but it's different, I guess.
This one.
Right.
This one.
I'm a little difficult.
A little.
Just
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
If real estate continue to do good, I was gonna open my own brokerage about 8 years ago. Then the market changed and everything's just like going downhill, so I didn't want to do that. But I like to see myself have a small brokerage and you know, just continue to be successful in real estate.
You plan on staying in the DMV?
Yeah, because I mean, there's time they're thinking about moving somewhere else, but I said, you know what? It's good to go somewhere else, but then I have to learn everything. I have to learn the local area. I have to learn everything. So I think I'll stay here.
Right. He's running out of questions, guys. In the midst of him running out of questions, do you have any events coming up, actually, that you would like to promote for? We can also drop the information in the comments for everyone who's watching as well.
Yeah. I try to pull up my PDF file that have all the property that we plan. We're going to have, through ARIA, the Asian Real Estate Association of America, we're going to have a luxury tour around Washington. we're gonna go. One of the, from what I heard, is the Hotel Monaco. Used to be the historical place. Used to be the train station or something. That is sound very interesting. I have to double check on that information, but
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, and
Don't
then
start me lying.
yeah, and then other luxury places like the Four Seasons, the Ritz-Carlton, places like that. So we have probably about 5, 6 altogether. But I will share the information, and then you can put it on Facebook, and so that way people can contact me, and if the interest of attending.
Are you available July 21st?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the next time we're feeding the homeless. Oh, and then you said, oh, well, guys.
You're going to be in D.C. this time?
We do it in D.C. on the 20th, and then in Baltimore we do it on the 21st.
Okay.
We do it both D.C. and Baltimore in the shameless promo. We do it in the same weekend, which is why I was going to ask again, like if you will be available. But then I remembered the whole conversation we just had about everything. So. Yeah. My bad. All right. I think we get more questions?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know if you have any more questions?
If you had to pick 5 cities, if you had to leave the DMV and you had 5 cities to choose from, what would your 5 cities be to relocate?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
And maybe Chicago.
Hey, Chi-Town.
That's where he's from.
Oh, that's where. Yeah.
The Chi, baby. The Chi.
The next one probably Florida.
What part?
All of it.
I'm looking. I was looking at Jacksonville.
Okay.
Tampa area. Because Miami is fun, but it's also expensive.
Yeah.
Jacksonville's still recovering, figuratively speaking, from the hurricane. Mm-hmm. So it would be a good market to get involved with.
It's a redeveloping market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Probably a lot of people had to move out of that area.
Right.
Ooh, that's a very open area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then if you have
you're not far from everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, 2 more.
2 more questions?
No, 2 more cities.
Oh, 2 more cities.
I don't want to go to the West Coast.
What's wrong with it? Oh, earthquakes.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Earthquakes.
They've had over 4,000
Yeah, speaking of
aftershocks,
earthquakes, man, they've had Earthquake Nation this weekend.
Watch this, watch this.
We'll talk about that in a second. We're not about to...
No, it wasn't getting off the subject.
Okay, where we going?
Cherie, I'm glad you were on the East Coast and not home.
Oh, okay.
However, I hope everything within your personal and private part of your life, I hope everything is A-okay when you get back. I'm sure you're back now because that was like a week ago. But yeah, wish I'd have known you was in town. We'd have brought you down on the show. But that's a whole nother story, and we'll get you the on the rebound.
But if I go to the West Coast, I go San Diego.
I heard San Diego's where it's at.
Yeah.
Nothing to take away from LA, Santa Barbara, Hollywood, but no, I've heard a lot of good things about San Diego,
yeah.
And not just from military people either.
I've never been over to the East Coast, West Coast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I went to Vegas. That's about it. I love Vegas.
That's West Coast.
But I mean, I'm talking about like California. We've been talking about specifically California.
I'm trying to go in, when is it?
I'm trying to go next year.
I think it's October. I gotta contact Cherie. I'm trying to go for her award ceremony.
Okay. And you have one more city.
One more city. I know it's like the Red Out Sea, right?
Right.
You got the Midwest and outside of Florida, yeah, the South.
Is Florida really considered the South?
It's in the South.
I think probably the next one is Boston.
Boston. You like cold weather?
No, but that's why it's the last city. But it is upcoming. You know, I mean, it's already up and coming area anyway, and it's still a little bit more affordable than New York.
It's just getting bigger. Because they're competing with New York. They compete with New York on anything and everything. And if you didn't know, now you know.
But a lot of people, what a lot of people don't know is that there's a lot of headquarters in Boston as well. Like a lot of companies' headquarters are in Boston. A lot of them are in like Michigan, you know.
The whole Massachusetts area.
I believe like most, in all honesty, I think most companies, their headquarters is in the northern area. Is that Midwest? Would Boston be considered Midwest?
No, Boston is the north.
It's
northeast.
Like in the northern area, like especially like Chevrolet and GM and.
That's Michigan.
Yeah, I know, but it's in the northern area. I was trying to make sure I remember. We're almost there. Time is just flying.
I don't know a whole lot of people from Michigan, so I don't know if that's considered the Midwest or. Well, I mean, it is the north.
I would consider it the north.
The Ohio Valley.
Yeah. Oh. It's the
Michigan's part of the Ohio Valley.
Oh, then that's the Midwest then.
No, Midwest is totally different.
So what's the Ohio Valley?
Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania.
Maryland's part of the Ohio Valley?
We're right in the middle.
Okay, so this is the second time that I've heard about this Ohio Valley, and I'm actually going to go research it.
She needs to watch the weather.
Ohio Valley. Because I don't understand how Maryland can be a part of the Ohio Valley. Like, we're 10 hours away. So, I'm going to go research, but like, I think of valley, I think of like how the Mississippi River goes straight through Mississippi and it goes all the way up. So like, that's what I think
with the Missouri.
But I don't think of the Ohio Valley as it connected to Maryland. So
maybe the part of like Cumberland, Maryland, and that side of Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, Mississippi River goes through Ohio.
It goes all the way up, doesn't it? And it's the only river that flows weirdly. It flows the other way.
So does the Missouri River.
It flows the other way too?
Something like that.
We're going to tell y'all what the other way is on another day. Oh my God.
They connect.
Right.
They connect in the border area of Missouri and southern Illinois.
Okay, but we knew what we were talking about. Y'all probably didn't know what we were talking about. But
I did.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought just that quick.
It's cool, because we are definitely about to go on break. You want to take us out?
Are we going to break now?
We can.
Y'all ready? Y'all need to go get a snack or get something to drink? Me too. We'll be right back. 2 minutes. BeExposedRadio.com. Skylyne Foundation.
The things that Go get your crown and never render it back, no. It's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? Stop all that blasphemy. We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. You're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. You're way too gifted to stop and listen. It's condescending, not to mention all of our ignorance. Is their permission to? I know you like to turn up like that, with a drink to pull up like that. Well, baby, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Just make sure the God in you stays where it's at. You're the rising sun of a new day begun. Grind on till victory's won. I pray you do your thing till earth and heaven ring. Just don't forget where you come from.
Let me talk to him. Oh, you ain't heard it before? That spirit you take for granted is the God of your soul. It's a price that you owe. It can never be owned. So for this valued dollar, it can never be sold. We were kings and queens in the motherland. Problem is we shouldn't have spared the rod or the father's hand. Yo, where the fathers at? Kids raising kids. So basically they never really raised but more assisted. Thrown to the system for criminal definition instead of dreaming for better and taking care of your business. I promise. Big guys from the crib. Thing is, you can call a king a slave if he don't know who he is. Man, it's blasphemy.
Why would you treat yourself like that? Stop all that blasphemy. We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. You're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. God, God, God. Baby, you're a god. Believe that.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right?
Radio Loyalty.
Click that banner to join now.
Take a minute and listen to this flashback of the Black by Demand radio show.
Control. They said she wouldn't so they didn't know if she had a weapon. So it's just a mess. So yeah, you do have to have these discussions with your children.
You do. And you have to make them aware of that there is an enemy out there. Every time the police pull you over, or every time you have an interaction with the police as a black person, you are at risk of being in front of your enemy. Hopefully, it's not a police officer that wants to demonstrate that he's your enemy, but we all see it's a high probability of that being the case. So if we're not talking to our children do not have the coping mechanisms to deal with these type of intense situations. What they're going to do is what most of us do as black people, me and anyone else, which is become emotional. And that is the trigger point for the police. They know that black people are emotional people. So when they arrive on the scene, they are purposely trying to say and do things to you.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Back.
Just like that.
Just like that. Oh, just like that. Just like that. Remember that song?
No.
You don't? You suck.
I'm not going to reply to that comment.
Okay.
This is a PG. That can go all the way sideways.
To the left, to the left. If you want to leave, be my guest, you can step. I sure did. Because I couldn't remember the lyrics to that other song that I was just singing that I don't remember that I was just singing. So, that's what happens. You just got to let it happen.
I'm good. I really enjoy
No, can't touch this. Oh Lord, that was so funny. You want any more jokes? But really, okay. Back. I wanted you to be able to drop any of your contact information for anybody to get in touch with you.
Okay. My phone number is 703-599-5796. My email address is my initial, my first name A, and then thaius@yahoo.com. And my website is, I just changed the website name, so it's ansaldmd.com. So,
all right, so anyone who's looking for real estate, needs some expert advice, needs some real estate advice, and investing advice?
Yeah.
Yes, investing advice. Wants to come and volunteer through Miss Ann, make sure you all reach out to her because she's doing big things in the community. She's been in real estate for 15 years. She will not let you down. You know, I have faith. I have faith in you. You've been doing it for 15 years and you've been doing it full time for 15 years. And that's a lot.
Get it.
Like, it's that work. You have to really put in that work. And that's why you're here.
Put it in and continue to learn. You know, because you never know everything.
Yeah.
You know, and things change every day. So.
Yeah, technology is something.
Yep, every day.
Right. Technology can spew lies and you're going to believe it. Don't believe the media. I'm sorry.
I don't
You
believe
can believe Skylyne though. Huh? I am the media. I know. That's why I said you can believe Skylyne.
That's why we run a positive show.
Yes. Because we want to make sure you all see us in a positive way.
Every week that we're here.
Every Wednesday. You were supposed to say 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
7 p.m.
This
9
was your
p.m.
time. No, you messed it up.
I was waiting for you to do shout outs or whatever because that's what I'm waiting on.
We got 3 minutes.
Go.
Okay. Whew. Don't get me to shout now.
Who knows?
Shout out to Chick-fil-A. Shout out to Dave & Buster's. Shout out to, I want to say Jerry Subs and Pizza.
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Jerry Subs and Pizza.
Shout out to Subway.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Come
on, man.
Shouts out to the Cooning Effect. Speaking of this Saturday, I will actually be at an event in DC. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up the flyer. It is called From the Coon Effect and Sakai Productions and Lansky Entertainment. They present Unleashing the Butterflies. It's a charity event for homelessness, mental health, and child neglect. It is from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. They have a fashion show that starts at 4 p.m. They also have 2 live bands that will be performing, True Expressions and UCB. And they have Skylyne Foundation as the proceeds. The person who will be picking up all the donations. Bring your donations to this event in particular. I will be there. I cannot wait. I'm super excited. I almost forgot about it, but of course I'm not going to forget about it because it's this 13th from 12 to 8 p.m.
If I do show up, I will not be there long.
Oh,
what time
I
you going?
forgot.
I have to go from the beginning.
Can I add one more event?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So this Saturday we also have an event at the it's called Barbecue and Learning, and is open to all the potential home buyers. You know, they can come out. It's a free event, and they can come out, meet other realtors and lenders, and ask questions about the home buying process. From 11 to 2. And it's going to be at the Mason District Park in Allendale, Virginia. I will also send you that information too, so you can put it on Facebook page.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. We have 1 minute left. Time is up.
If I do go, I will not be there long. An hour tops. I have photo shoots in Baltimore. Models. Where you at?
Here.
Where you at? We need all the models Saturday. Graffiti Warehouse, 12 to 6. We got 3 different photographers, and they're ready to go. So let's get it. Indoor, outdoor. What's up?
Yes. And we have come to the end of our show. Thank you guys for tuning in again. Make sure you watch us live on Be Exposed Radio from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. You can catch them on those on YouTube's channel as well. And we will see you guys next week. We will have. Do you know who's on the show next week?
Nope.
Next week is Rich Strange.
Hey, my brother from another.
Yes.
And
So-
he's gonna have 2 guests with him.
Yes, so everyone make sure you all tune in for next week's show. See you later. Have a great night on BeExposedRadio.com.
Drink
night.
your water.
First they love you, then desert you, leave with a plate full with no spoon. Ain't no space, I can't escape negativity. I got used to the taste of it, bad, burned, then fucked over. Remain